Today I'm going to talk about The Jazz Club Spy, an historical fiction by author Roberta Rich. She has written the bestseller The Midwife of Venice, as well as The Harem Midwife and A Trial in Venice. The prologue sets the stage for The Jazz Club Spy, where in January of 1920, 5-year-old Giddy is hiding from an attack by the Cossacks, who are terrorizing her Jewish village, part of the pogroms or attempt to control and exterminate the Jewish group. The story jumps to Midtown Manhattan, where Giddy and her family had immigrated. It's 1939, and Giddy is employed as a cigarette girl in a somewhat questionable jazz nightclub. She prides herself on being able to read her customers and to gather information while she quietly sells cigarettes and mints. I especially like the portrayal of the 1930s jazz clubs. One night on the tram after work, Giddy sees a man that she believes to be one of the Cossack aggressors from 1920. It becomes her obsession to find him and have him answer to the misdeeds that occurred in her childhood. While working at the jazz club, Giddy meets Carter van der Zam, one of the regular customers, a good-looking, smooth, well-put-together man who turns out to be a director with the immigration services on Ellis Island. And this begins Giddy's quest to find the Cossack, but she soon finds that other people are also interested in bringing him in, and she becomes a spy for Carter van der Zam. Giddy soon finds that she's caught up in a plot that involves war for the United States, and she is soon using all her resilience and survival skills to save herself and others and maybe the country. Giddy's the main character and heroine of this novel. She's a strong woman, resilient and dedicated and forward-thinking, and she has beauty and brains and street smarts. This book is an easy, fast read, good diversion for a couple of days. The plot might be a little straightforward and predictable, and maybe a bit unbelievable, but who knows what happens in the underworld of spies and espionage. Other themes include revenge, betrayal, forgiveness, dedication, love, prejudice, and moral dilemmas. There are some warnings. There is trauma in this book and a couple of highly graphic scenes that might not be for everybody. There are good book club questions at the back to help you process the story. And there are also several resources listed in the back in case you want to research some of the other topics, such as jazz clubs or life in the Lower East Side of New York in the 1930s, or the Ellis Island immigration in the United States. And I would add that other topics that you might want to research include pogroms against Jews in the 1920s and the fascism movement in the United States, to name just a few. So if you like adventure, intrigue, and a bit of history, you might like this book. I did, and I just might check out Roberta Rich's prior novels. The Jazz Club Spy by Roberta Rich.